All right. All right, awesome. So we are now recording and we are live, and welcome. Welcome to our monthly online meetup. And whether you are participating here live tonight or you're watching the recording, you made a really good choice. You made a decision to learn more about yourself, to gain some tools and insights, to refocus your intention to reach your goals. And you know what? If you haven't already guessed, tonight's meeting, it's all about Halloween. Woo! All right, next slide for me, Coach Mikaela. All right, I'll introduce myself in just a minute, but first of all, check out this slide. How cool is that? That is an actual Halloween pumpkin carving done by our co-host husband, OBrien. He did that last year. I thought that was super cool to be included here. That's the Optavia logo. I love it. So as I said, tonight, it's all about Halloween because that's just a couple days away. And as we enter the seasons of the holidays in general, it can be really tricky to navigate our celebrations and our traditions because many of these traditions, they are nostalgic. They're intertwined with friends and family. And although these are all really good things, it can be very difficult to manage our weight, to balance our blood sugar levels. And it's not uncommon to gain 5, 10 plus pounds from Halloween into the new year. And we don't want that to happen to you. So tonight we are coming together to share some tools and strategies to help you navigate and stay true to your health goals. So if you haven't already, grab a pen and paper because we want you to write down anything that speaks to you. You're going to have some aha moments, or at least one. Now first, let's introduce myself and my co-host. My name is Jessee Baldwin. I'm coming to you tonight from Redding, California. I am a certified health coach, and I've been health coaching for going into my 5th year now. And I love it, and my mask is falling off, so I'm going to go ahead and just let it go. I absolutely love health coaching. I've also been a dental hygienist for 15 years, and this has become my passion. Now, I'm not sharing my story tonight, but as you can tell from that before photo, that Optavia has absolutely changed my life. And we're really excited to share this program with you tonight and to listen to some inspiring stories and get some tools and strategies. Now, Coach Mikaela, go ahead and introduce yourself.
I am certified coach Mikaela O'Brien, aka Captain America. No, I'm just kidding. I have been coaching for almost 7 years, going on my 7th year now, and I absolutely love this program as well. As you can tell from my picture there, I have had an amazing transformation with this program. You know, mind, body, everything. I have loved what I've learned with this program. So we're excited that you guys are here joining us. We have some really great tips and tricks and just good material for you tonight. So with that, I'm going to give it back to you, Coach Jessee.
Awesome. All right. So we dressed up on purpose tonight just for a little bit because, you know, we're fighting against something. We're fighting against something that Halloween is centered around. What do you think that might be? Well, it isn't Satan. It's sugar, okay? So first, we're going to cover just a little bit about sugar. And I want to go beyond, you know, sugar is bad, veggies are good, but actually just be reminded of what sugar does to our bodies. Now, sugar, it's sweet, it's delicious, it tastes good, but folks, it's dangerous. It is actually technically classified as a drug. It's a legal drug. Did you know it takes the power of 4 pancreases, that's the organ in your body, 4 of them to process sugar? Well, I don't know about you, but I've only got 1. So it really stresses your pancreas, your kidneys, your liver every time that you have sugar or overindulge on it. So let's take a look at just a few of the things that sugar actually does to our body, how it negatively affects our body, all right? It causes diabetes. It causes mood swings. Baldness. Baldness is on there? No one wants baldness. It causes tooth decay. Hey, I'm a hygienist. I testify to that. Infertility, all right? Starves the brain of oxygen. It causes nerve damage. It requires a crazy amount of water just to flush it out of your system. It causes inflammation, which leads to a whole host of disease and aggravates if you have inflammatory diseases. Cancer thrives on sugar, okay? Cancer eats on it. All right, so now that we've just touched on just a few of these things, do you still consider sugar to be a reward or a comfort or a goodie? These are good things to remember as Halloween is upon us. You know, even though it's sweet and it feels good and it feels like it's going to elevate your mood, when you get a little, you always want more because it's a drug. So when we are talking about how to handle this holiday, it's entirely because of these reasons. This holiday is centered around sugar. And so we're going to give you some real tips and tools and strategies tonight. Coach Mikaela.
So I like this list. This is just a partial list of everything that can happen with sugar, right? But like you said, it's a drug, so it's addicting. I mean, we all know that. We have one and we want more. We want 3, we want 10, we want, we eat the whole thing, whatever it may be, because sugar is incredibly addicting. So it's just good for us to kind of point out, it's not just, it's okay to have a few and it turns into a whole bunch. Sugar actually hurts our bodies in so many ways. So I think this is really important to point out first. So how do we avoid Halloween candy? Tips to avoid it. First is leave leftover candy outside with the porch light on. Okay, so if you happen to know, okay, this last kid, they're pretty late, I'm just going to dump the rest of my candy into their bag, fantastic. If you all of a sudden just don't have any more kids, just put the rest of your candy outside with your porch light on and it will be gone in the morning. It's like a magic trick. Okay, the next one, don't buy candy until the day of Halloween if possible, or maybe the night before. But if you can hold off as long as possible, that is going to help with the temptation of seeing candy in your house every day for however many days, until Halloween. If you can't wait until the day before, or even if you did wait until the day before and it's sitting there tempting you, keep it out of sight, out of mind. I know we've all heard this, but put it in like a brown paper bag and put it up, high on your top shelf in your cupboard or your closet, somewhere where you just don't see it. It's not easy to get to. If it's in a clear bag in your pantry and you're opening that door and you're looking in there over and over and over, it just, our willpower starts to diminish. So keep it out of sight, out of mind, so we don't see it, we don't think about it, and that's actually very helpful. Next one is avoid buying your favorites. So you can't avoid buying everything that you like. For me, I love, chocolate. So just not buying chocolate is kind of stinky because I don't want to just buy like Dum-Dums for everybody, which would be okay. But my point is, just don't buy your favorites. The things that you cave for, the things that you can't help but give in for. Maybe just don't buy those and stick to something else that's not quite as tempting for you. And then what about the parties? What about the Halloween day itself? What about at work when there's all this food? Okay, so for these events, for these festivities, it doesn't even have to be Halloween. It can just be parties and stuff in general as we go into the holiday season. Bring something healthy you can eat. So if it's potluck style, if there's going to be food there, make something healthy. So even if there's nothing else that you can have, at least you can have the yummy salad that you made, or the chicken skewers, or the shrimp, or whatever it is that you're bringing. You can eat your food. And then keep your mouth and your hands busy. This is actually a really, really powerful tool. And basically, I'm saying to chew gum. If you're Halloween day and everyone's just sitting there munching on the candy, if you have gum in your mouth, it's going to be extremely helpful to not be just mindlessly snacking, because you don't really want to put chocolate in your mouth when you're chewing on gum. So that can be really helpful. And then keep your hands busy. I always keep a water bottle with me because, first of all, I would drink so much more water. But if I have something in my hands, I'm not going to be as likely to pick things up. So keep something in your hands, keep something in your mouth like gum. That can be helpful. And then make a plan before you go and commit to it. So if kind of think through what kind of foods are going to be there, what kind of treats, what activities are we doing, what is the night going to look like? Think through it, set some boundaries, make a plan for yourself, and then commit to it. And you will be a lot more successful than if you just go into something without thinking about it, and now all you have is willpower to get through the evening or the event. Don't skip meals. This is a really, really important one, okay? For a couple of reasons. One is a lot of times we think, okay, I'm just not going to eat it all during the day, and then night's going to come and I'm going to eat all of my calories in one sitting and it'll be just fine. It'll be just like eating all day long. But our bodies don't work that way. We actually can't process that much food at one time. So if you're eating 2,000 calories of sugar in one sitting, your body is still only going to be able to process a small amount at one time, which means the rest gets stored as fat immediately. So it's really not helpful. And then the second reason why skipping meals is a bad idea is because if you go to a party with an empty tummy, what happens? Our blood sugar is low, right? And all those cravings are coming. Our willpower is going to be low. We're going to want everything. Oh my gosh, that looks amazing. That looks fantastic. I want to eat all of it. And we easily overdo it when we're hungry and when our blood sugars are low. So make sure you eat small, healthy meals throughout the day so you're not starving, so your willpower is strong. And next one is water. Water is equally as important. make sure, you know, like I said, you're bringing your water bottle, you're drinking your water. Water helps with hunger, and a lot of other things. So get your fuelings in, get your meals in, and get your water in. Jessee, over to you.
Excellent. Thank you. All right. Well, I want to talk about what to do about post-Halloween sales. All right. This is something I wanted to add in here because this is something that I personally struggle with. My mind is hardwired to find value. And when I see a sale, I can talk myself into something I don't really need. Who else is like that, right? Who's seen the ads on Facebook for $79, 3 nights in Las Vegas? I don't know why, but I find myself clicking on it. And I'm looking to see what dates are available. I don't need a trip to Vegas. I don't have time for that. I got 4 kids. But it's just the value of the sale that draws you in, okay? So, in fact, I think a lot of women actually make this like an Olympic sport, all right, or it should be. Well, according to the website Psychology Today, there's an easy way to tell if a purchase is impulsive, okay? Simple thing. Ask yourself this question. Did I plan to buy this, or did I get the urge to buy it just now? If you did not go into the store with that on your list, with that on your mind that you need to buy, well, you're probably experiencing an impulse buying urge. All right, so put the candy back on the shelf, refuse to purchase it. When you do this, you're doing something to help yourself. You're rejecting the idea that by purchasing that candy, you'll be happier, or that, hey, you got a great deal. Well, when you put it back and you don't buy it, not only are you keeping more money in your pocket, but you're also on track with your health goals. Go to the next slide for me, Coach Mikaela. So honestly, it's not a great deal because it doesn't really matter if you're spending $2 on a bag of candy or $8. Your body reacts the same way, right? Sugar is sugar, regardless of the cost. So what does sugar actually cost you? Look at that picture. Anger, depression, upset that you didn't stick to your health goals. It causes diabetes, which we already know. I'm mentioning it again because we got a special picture for it. It causes sickness. Look at that guy. He's sad. Trust me. So keep that in mind. What does sugar actually cost you? All right, let's get these people off the screen and let's change the mood up a little bit. Let's go to something really inspiring. We're going to take a little break here and hear a story. We have someone who has been on her Optavia health journey and done absolutely amazing. And so I'm going to invite Coach Robin Tapp on tonight, and she's going to tell us a little bit about her health journey. We're going to do this. Go ahead and go to the next slide, Mikaela. We're going to do this interview style because Coach Robin has lost over 80 pounds, and she's done amazing. And I want to find out tonight, you know, how she did it, what she's experienced. So, Coach Robin, are you there?
I'm here. Hi, Jessee. Hi, Mikaela.
Hi. Awesome. Thanks for joining us tonight. Go ahead and stop the share for a little bit, Coach Mikaela. All right. So, Robin, you have experienced more than 80 pounds of weight loss. I want to know, was there something that prompted you to even want to start this health journey in the first place?
Yes. Besides being physically exhausted and just not feeling well and not being able to keep up with daily activities, my fiance was invited to go to Washington, D.C. with the Honor Guard. And that was the tipping point, was actually getting there and trying to walk and having such pain in my feet that I couldn't do it.
So you had, and I know you shared this with me before, yeah, plantar fasciitis you had. It was flaring up with all the walking. You were going with your fiance to the special occasion, having to do, 10, 20,000 steps a day in Washington, D.C., and your feet were killing you. Okay. What happened after that? What happened on the way home?
On the way home, I had to sit next to one of the wives that was very thin, and she was able to get her seatbelt around her just fine. And I looked to see where my seatbelt was, and I'm like, I don't even know if I can make it. And it was very embarrassing, very embarrassing. So at that point, I'm like, that's it. I've got to do something. I have got to change my life.
Yeah, right. That's a turning point. A lot of people do have a turning point. I feel your pain there. So I know that you have a friend who was doing her Optavia journey and losing weight and looking amazing. So I know you reached out to her and she connected you with her health coach, who's Wanda Kirkpatrick. Tell me, what was it like connecting with Wanda for the first time?
I was a little nervous. I didn't know who she was, but she's very comforting. And it was really easy for me then to kind of open up to her and tell her everything. And that is the best decision I ever made, was to reach out and just not be embarrassed to have to say how much I weigh and what my physical issues were. So she did a health assessment and picked out the right plan for me, something that would work well. And 86 pounds later, here I am.
Oh man, 86 pounds. I love that. All right. So how long did it take you to lose that 86 pounds?
5.5 months of
5.5 months.
determination.
Okay. So
yeah.
Determination. Awesome. So what else, what has improved for you besides, obviously you're probably fitting in way cuter clothes, feeling really good about yourself. What else have you experienced that's been positive because you made this decision for health?
Actually getting a good night's sleep. I can actually get through the night and not wake up, feeling comfortable and not so self-conscious about the way I look, and then keeping up with my kids and my 4-year-old especially. So, yeah.
Wow. Congratulations, Robin. Your story is amazing. That's why I wanted you to share it. And I know that about a year ago, you personally made the decision that you wanted to make Optavia your lifestyle, that you wanted to stick to your goals, and you decided to become a health coach and help other people do the same. Why is it that you wanted to become a health coach?
I wanted to help other people that felt the same way that I did, so they weren't so insecure and could move on with their life.
Okay, good. By the way, I didn't ask you, but I just want to know, whatever happened with your plantar fasciitis, does that still flare up on you anymore?
Nope. And I can wear heels, and I don't have to wear the ugly doctor shoes anymore. So I'm happy.
the doctor shoes.
Yeah.
You can wear cute shoes now. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's fantastic. I love that. Testimonial for cute shoes.
Yeah.
All right. That's fantastic. Good. All right. I've got one more question for you, Robin.
Sure.
I'm just going to throw this on you. What would you say to someone who's listening here live tonight, or maybe they're watching the recording and they're sitting on the fence and they say, you know what? Yeah, maybe that worked for her. Why would that work for me? I've tried this, this, and this. What would you tell them to help encourage them to put themselves first?
I would tell them that you have nothing to lose and everything to gain. Just do it and take your life back.
I love it. Thank you, Robin. That's fantastic. Thank you for sharing for us. I loved hearing that story. Did you all love hearing that story? She was just, so good. All right, so let me go here real quick. I got to find Robin. There we go. All right, here we go. All right, so what's next on the agenda for us, Mikaela? Actually, I think it's you, Coach Mikaela. Yeah.
It is. So the next thing we're going to talk about is next day candy binge. Okay, this is incredibly common. It doesn't even have to just be candy, but the next day binge of whatever the holiday is or whatever the event is. So I hear this a lot. I did so well on Halloween, and then the next day, fill in the blank. Whoops, it went downhill from there. So why does this happen? Because leading up to Halloween or Christmas or Thanksgiving or any event, we plan for it. We think through it. I said earlier as a tip to make a plan, right? And so we do. We make a plan. We know what we're going to do. We know where our boundaries are. And then the day comes. We're doing awesome. It finishes up and we're like, oh my gosh, I did so good. Phew, that's over. And we take our guard down, right? And all of a sudden our defenses come down. We're doing good. Everything is easy. But you know what? All that candy is still all over our house, which means the next day we wake up and there's like communal candy bowls all over the place. That's what it's like here anyway. And it's like, this one's okay. I did so good yesterday. Let me celebrate. Okay, well, one turns into like 10 or 20. And oh my gosh, the next day ruined my whole Halloween that I did awesome. So what do? The kids' candy is sitting there tempting me. Okay, that communal candy bowl is a killer. So we got to do something about it. So this is one idea that can be really helpful. Have the kids pick out however many, that's between you and them, but so many pieces of candy, okay? And each one of your kids puts it in a baggie. So I have 2 kids, Macy and Logan, that each pick out their own, 15 pieces of candy, put it in a paper bag and put their names on it. If they hand selected 15 pieces of candy, it's in their bag, I am so less likely to go steal their candy. First of all, it's not communal candy anymore. It's theirs that they've hand selected and they know it's in there. I'm not going to go steal it, okay? So let them pick out their own, put their name on it, and then get rid of the rest, okay? So how do I get rid of the rest? I don't want to just throw it away and waste it. Good question. There's lots of ways to get rid of it. Number one, a lot of local dentists actually pay kids. It's called a buyback program. They'll pay kids per pound of candy. What? So take your candy in, let the dentist buy it back from the kids. They'll be so excited. And, you know, they make some money instead of just tons of candy that they're not going to eat all of it anyway. You know, us as adults end up eating too much of it. So get it out of the house so we don't eat it, okay? There's other ways too. Operation Gratitude is a program, and Treats for Troops is another program. You can Google them, look them up, and they donate candy across the ocean to troops, you know, all over, not just across the ocean, but everywhere. And one of them is a ship-only program, so you ship it in. Another one is a drop-off only, so you have to find it in your location. But there's lots of ways to donate candy, to get it out of your house. Make a plan with your kids to let them pick out and then get the rest out of your house. So that's how you handle the next day candy binge.
Oh, I love that. Good job, Coach Mikaela. And I love that we can give it to the troops. They need it. They're fighting for our freedoms. So anyway, one thing we wanted to just put a little plug in here for you. A couple of years ago, Coach Mikaela and myself, we did a 6-week webinar series called Mindset Pitfalls. It is on YouTube. It's a 6-part series. Do a search for it. And it goes over strategies and tools to deal specifically with the holidays. I believe part 2 really goes over specific holiday situations, but it's all based on a book called The Diet Trap Solution by Dr. Judith Beck, and it's excellent. That's a free resource. It's there for you on YouTube. So screenshot this. Want to let you know about it. Anything else you want to say about this, Coach Mikaela?
The thing that I really like about this series that we did is that we covered different topics every week. So one might be a huge deal for you. Go find that one specifically. You know, you might deal with a lot of food pressures in your life, or maybe traveling and eating out is really rough, or maybe you're an emotional eater. We cover all sorts of different food traps that we might fall in. So look through the topics here and go find, you know, you can check them all out, of course, but I love that they're organized by topics. You can really check out the ones that resonate with you.
Awesome. Thanks, Mikaela. All right. So now you've heard a lot about, you know, tools and strategies just for this holiday weekend. That's what we do as health coaches. We want to help you. We want to give you tools. We want to help you be successful long term. No one's interested in just doing another diet. We ain't got time for that. We want to be a lifestyle change. We want to coach lifestyle changes. You heard Robin's story, and you might be here listening. You might already be on an Optavia program, or you might not have a clue what it even is. So we want to introduce it a little bit for you. Optavia is used by tens of thousands of doctors. There's about a dozen different programs that are proven safe for healthy weight loss and weight management, diabetic control, etc. What we do is we like to meet with you and do a personalized health assessment. But so we can match you with a program. Every single program has the same 4 pillars of Optavia. So I'm going to invite on 2 coaches who are going to go over what the 4 pillars of Optavia are tonight. And this is all based on our founder, Dr. Wayne Scott Anderson. Incredible man. We're all here tonight because of his vision. And I'm trying to unmute their microphones, but I think Coach Mikaela might be doing it at the same time. So we're good. All right, so you've already heard from Coach Robin Tapp. We're also going to hear from Coach Chrissa Barr tonight. And so Robin, why don't you kick us off with the first pillar?
All right. The first pillar of our system is that you get a free health coach. This is someone that is excited to watch you reach your goals, someone to cheer you on through the process. Your coach is there to troubleshoot, answer questions, and keep you accountable. Chrissa, would you please introduce the second pillar?
Sure. The second pillar is the Habits of Health Transformational System. This is the educational piece behind our program, and it's the key to your lifestyle management. You get a Habits of Health book and a Your Life book, which is a journal type book. This book will help to assist you in achieving that healthy mind and mindset, as well as doing some personal development. We do have weekly webinars that you can join live, just like this, on Wednesday evenings. You can watch past recordings on YouTube, or you can even listen to them as a podcast. Robin, what's the third pillar?
The third pillar is community. You are a part of this community right here, right now. Whether you are watching live or watching a recording, you have your tribe of people that are on the same journey as you. We have a private Facebook page that includes healthy recipes and inspiration to help support your journey. Our coaches are kind and caring, and our community is a collaboration of individuals on all stages of their journey. We all respect that each person is on a different journey, and along the way, we encourage each other. Chrissa, what is the fourth pillar?
Our fourth and final pillar is our food plans. We have about 12 different food plans, so there's no counting calories or points. They're very easy, simple, and structured. This starts with a free health assessment like Coach Jessee mentioned. We ask you a few questions to figure out where you're at and what your health goals are. And then this would be we would match you with the program, and then this would be the launching pad to get you onto your healthy journey.
Awesome. Great job, you two. I loved it. So succinct. Boom, boom, boom. Fantastic. All right. So, if you're watching the recording or if you're here live tonight, someone sent you this. Someone invited you here because they care about you. They want to introduce you to something that's absolutely going to change your life. So reach out to the person who invited you. Get connected with the health coach. Have that one-on-one personal health assessment so you can change your life too. All right. So now we're going to conclude this webinar and the recording. And you know what? If you're watching the recording, try and join us live next time because we give away prizes from Cauliflower Foods. Cauliflower Foods is an amazing company with gluten-free, clean ingredient cauliflower pizza crust. And we're going to give some away right now, but I'm going to stop the recording first. So next time, join us live. Thank you.